Now, I doubt you're going to be able to see too much of this, but this is just to kind of prove a point about this Brutosaur. So I'm up in Twilight Highlands on the bottom account, blah blah blah. You know, just kind of I was farming over here with this character. I've got a bunch of characters, 120s. I've got tons of characters locked at 90, locked at 60. One's locked at 100, just to, like, you know, keep them in different areas of content. So, you know, like right now I'm flying around maybe farming some stuff. I found some patterns for some cloth, some tailoring stuff that I wanted to make for my mage. Vicious Ember Silk, the set. I just made that yesterday. So anyways, actually made a set for me and the wife. So anyways, you'll notice on the top part of the screen there, I have this guy. See the guy there in the red hat? Okay, that's my auction house character, right? And all I got to do is hit the cancel scan, and it's going to scan down through. And you can't read this because I've got it very minimal size screen here, but I just kind of wanted to show a point without this video being 10 terabytes. Now see, somebody has outbid me there, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to run back down to the mailbox. I'm going to grab this real quick, open mail, trying to see the thing here. Then I'm going to run my post scan.
Cha-ching!
And I'm going to undercut the guy. Just that quick. Okay, boom, he's undercut. That fast, right? And all of you that use Trade Skill Master know that, you know, it does give some advantage to using the auction house. I'm going to say quite a bit of advantage in that you can do you can check for your anything that's been underbid. And then when you need to post, it's faster posting, you know. Obviously, it's still, you know, a process of doing one at a time, but it's faster doing them one at a time. Now these people, and I made another video, my previous video was about the auction house mount. I think people wasted their gold on it unless you just wanted the mount. You got one account, and you just wanted it, and you wanted to be able to drop an auction house down anywhere. If you think, this video is basically for those of you who wasted your money thinking you were going to get the auction house advantage. Because you spent 5 million gold, and you still have to stop at an auction house. I'm sorry, you still have to stop at a mailbox. You've got to pull up the mount. You got to keep pulling it up and changing and going in and checking. You see how I've got this set up? I'm flying around right now, right? All I have to do is click that account, my account. So the way I run this is I've got two 27-inch monitors. And what you're seeing there would be the bottom monitor and the top monitor. That's now obviously it's on two separate monitors instead of one screen like you're seeing it. But the one monitor is setting right above the other, so it's basically what you're seeing there. Now I can literally stop flying. I can actually just keep flying there if I'm flying in a direction, and run my cancel scan while I'm still flying. See that? I can turn directions. Now I'm watching my cancel scan. See that? It's running my cancel scan, and let's just say that something needs canceling, and if I need to stop, I can stop flying. But most of the time, if I'm flying towards something, I can just, you know, put on the auto fly, auto run, whatever it would be, and just keep right on flying while I'm running the cancel scan, while I'm running the post scan. But you see the point here. This is a second $15 a month account. And with the Brutosaur, you've got to stop, open it up the, there it is, okay, so, post, I don't know what that is, I'd have to see it. But you would have to stop and get on your mount, and then check your, you know, it's a whole process of stopping and getting on the mount, running your auction house scan, and then getting back off the mount and then going back to your business. Even with that auction house Brutosaur, and I'm not bashing the mount if you wanted to buy it, but don't think that you've got any kind of auction house advantage. And the reason I say that's because I've actually had people that I check. They've got the auction house mount. They've got the Brutosaur, right? And I've actually had them, my character here with the red hat, I've gotten whispers on him from a couple different people One I know factually has the Brutosaur, and yet he's made a couple nasty comments to me because I'm undercutting him just as soon as he puts his stuff up there. If it's stuff that I've got listed, which, you know, my stuff is, I don't have a lot listed. I mean, I do, but I don't, and I focus on some things mostly. I'm not going to say what because I don't need any more competition. But he was getting pretty nasty with me. It's like every damn time I'm in here on, you know, basically he's pissed that I'm coming in there while he's trying to post shit. He's like, yeah, he was telling me that I'm in there every time. And then the other day, the one day when he whispered me, I'm about ready to block him. He says, I know what you're up to, or I know what you're doing. And at that point, I didn't know what he was talking about. I had no clue. And then it dawned on me later he was talking about the auction house. I think he might have thought I was a bot or something because I'm undercutting him so fast that he can't keep his stuff up there. I mean, he gets it up there, but as soon as he gets up there, see, like I'm flying around right now, and I'm literally running an auction house scan on that top screen. Well, this guy's, if he's, you know, he's checking on the Brutosaur there, you know, he's not able to do this as fast as I am. See, I've got the scan running right now while I'm fighting, or while I'm doing my farming right now. And I'm a farmer. That's really what I do. I don't really enjoy the... That guy got it before I did. I don't usually see anybody out here. So, okay, now the scan is done. So if anybody had outbid me right there, I could just go ahead and cancel and relist and see. Right now I'm running it again. There it is, running it again while I'm out here farming. You know, so I'm literally farming and running my cancel scans like at the same time. Sorry, I'm trying to watch the scan there. I shouldn't be doing that while I'm doing that, should I? So you guys that got the Brutosaur, you know, God bless you. You know, I feel for you that you spent 5 million gold, but don't think that because you bought that thing that you have any advantage over someone like me who sits here for hours a day, literally doing what I'm doing now, which I'm not doing a very good job trying to do this on a small screen. I've got this minimized so small I can barely see it. The point is that you're not going to get an advantage over everybody. I believe that a lot of people, and that's the point of the video, I believe a lot of people bought that auction house mount because when I first saw it, I thought, oh wow, that's going to give me a hell of an advantage on the auction house. And then it's like, no, it's not. And that's why I stopped trying to buy one. You know, I make a few $100,000 a week, usually at least. I've made $650,000 in 4 days at one point, so it's not it's not that I can't buy the thing. What I realized was I've got more advantage running 2 accounts like I'm doing now than I ever had. Like right there, see that? I'm going to go back. I'm going to run the cancel scan. So I'm literally playing the game on one account while I'm just running my cancel scan all day long. All day long while I'm playing. I should say the whole time I'm playing. That's what I'm doing. I got the guy standing there running the cancel scan. If anybody undercuts me, I just go ahead and cancel that and then get back to business down on the bottom screen. I don't want to drag this out too much longer. It's almost 9 minutes now, but you get the point, I hope. I am making this more so you understand that just because you bought that mount doesn't mean that you have advantage over... If you've bought it and you're kind of like, wait, what the hell's going on? I thought I was going to have the auction house advantage here, because that's what I was worried about. No, you don't. Not really. Not if somebody like me who really plays the game a lot and is really into farming and is willing to buy a second monitor and to run 2 accounts at the same time, you know, multi-boxing. You're not going to get an advantage over me. And that's where I think that I really kind of wish people had thought this through before they wasted 5 million gold on that mount. I'm not irritated that people bought it. I hope you didn't buy it thinking that you were going to get so much of an advantage on everybody that's why you bought it. You know what I mean? If you got it because you wanted a cool mount, that's great. I think that's crazy to spend that kind of gold on something like that, but you know, it is just game gold, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's real life money or anything, but anyways, that's my point. You see what I'm doing here, and then I can go right up here while I'm farming. I'm still farming. There's my auction house scan again, you know, and I can just do this all day long, you know. I can farm. Farming is my game. That's what I do, is farming. Farming for transmog, farming all the old raids for mats to make stuff to put on the auction house, farming greens. Like, there's a lot of greens drop in this area, I've noticed. Not this area, I'm sorry. Mount Hydel, farming some of the world trash up there. And I'll tell you that there are some areas where you can get some really good transmog green drops up there, as well as mats, depending on where you go. So, you know, I got a lot of transmog. I got like 20 transmog. Now, they're green, but it was stuff I didn't have, you know, up in Mount Hydel yesterday, just farming for like less than an hour, you know. And that's what I enjoy. So, you know, I'm farming here, and I'm keeping... I do make stuff. I do craft stuff to put on the auction house as well, and that's where some of these guys are getting pissed off. And not to mention the pets. You know, any pets I get, they go on the auction house. If I don't have any real like immediate use for them or anything, any of them that can be put on the auction house, like from running the raids and stuff. And that's where I'm noticing some people are getting irritated. Some of the other crafting things that I'm making, I think they're getting irritated. I know the one guy that contacted me has the Brutosaur, and I think he's one of the ones that thought he was going to have some just, you know, ungodly ability to just decimate the auction house because he'd be able to drop that auction house mount down anywhere, anytime, at any place. Well, let me tell you something. If I go over to over there's that Twilight, I can't remember the name of that, but over here's a raid, the Bastion of Twilight. So if I go over there right now, I go in there and you can't use a ground mount, so you're not going to be able to bring up your Brutosaur. But you know what I can do? I can go up to this screen right here and run that. Even if I'm in that raid, this account is completely separate on a different screen. It's a whole separate WoW account, you know. So I can do both at the same time. While I'm in the Bastion of Twilight, I can literally keep checking my auction house. You're not going to be able to do that with your Brutosaur, because you can't, you know, pull a ground mount in those places. So I have an advantage there too. When I'm farming, no matter where I'm at on that other account, I can always keep that top account checking the auction house, making sure that I'm the lowest bid. You know, I'm the lowest price. Anyways, I'm going to let this go. This has been 13 minutes. I don't want to do too much more here, but you get the idea, and I'm sorry I made this so long, but I just really wanted to show you, you can't do anything about it. You can't get your money back, but just don't be upset when people with two accounts are able to have the actual advantage in the auction house, because that's just the way it's going to be, you know. I'll take this character this one here, and mail the stuff to this one here while I'm out. All I got to do is find a mailbox. He runs back, he checks it, he comes back, he posts it, and boom, and then this guy keeps right on farming. And then I'm constantly checking the auction house again. Hey, you guys have a great day. I hope you get the point. I'm sure that I've probably jammed it in there enough, but y'all have a great day.